Hello, YouTubians. It's Alex again. We are 15 days post-op from gastric bypass. I don't know if I told y'all, but I didn't just have the gastric bypass. They found a hiatal hernia when they were in there, and I had a surgery a year and a half ago that I ended up with staph infection that caused a lot of scarring, and he had to work on removing a lot of scars. So some of what you're going to hear me complain about is not typical for someone that just goes in and has just gastric bypass with no complications. The surgery should have been an hour and a half. It was a 3 hour long surgery. Um, I am down from 316 from the day of surgery to 287 today. It's incredible. It's been hard. I'm suffering from a lot of nausea right now. They had to change my prescription to Zofran, something that would just melt in my mouth. Um, Keeping fluids in is the big thing. You've got to drink, drink, drink. My water's right beside me like it was last week. But it's been harder this week to get it down due to all the nausea. So just push as hard as you can. Find tricks. If it is eating ice chips, I'm getting ready to go make a pot of tea. My granny reminded me of tea, so I'm going to do that. This week I actually had a point where I just kind of cried, wondering did I do something wrong? Should I have gone through with this? And I'm finding I'm not the only one that has been having these feelings. It happens, so when it happens to you, it's okay. Um, Food wise, I've become intolerant to a few foods I wasn't prior to surgery, such as eggs. I was lactose sensitive prior to surgery. I'm now lactose intolerant. Still can't get bread down. My favorite lunch meat being mesquite smoked turkey from the deli. I can't have right now. I've added the soft not flour, I'm sorry, soft corn tortillas back to my diet. We're doing well with that, as well as wonton wraps. You can do a lot with those too, and I'm using those to substitute my bread right now. Lots of Gatorade, getting ready to, like I said, make some tea. I think that'll help kind of give me a little more variety. I finally went back and got myself a Diet Coke. I've been dying for one, and I shook it for almost 24 hours and burped it. Shook and burped until I knew all the um, bubbles were out of it, because you don't want, and trust me, you don't want the gas. It hurts. So I think really the only thing I wanted to make sure I told everybody was I was not told prior to surgery that you cannot dye your hair for 3 months after surgery. If I'd known that, I'd done it the day before I went in, or a week before, probably a week before. Probably a good bet there. So now I have my alarm on my phone set for August 15th. That'll be when I can color my hair again, and I can't wait because I feel awful right now. Not only are my roots showing, but the gray is showing, and I don't like that. So make sure if you do color your hair, do it a week prior to surgery, because you've got to wait 3 months to get everything out of your system. Also, for those of you that have thinning hair, or maybe even just, mine wasn't thinning, but it was falling out rapidly, and I mean, it looks really thick right now. But I started biotin prior to surgery, I think 3 months prior. It dissolves in your mouth. It's cherry flavored. You can buy it at Walmart. It's Biotin. You just take one a day, and trust me, your hair will just sprout wings and go. Mine did. So that would be one thing I'd suggest. I am even having a hard time getting my vitamins down right now. This is only what I'm going to do. I'm not suggesting this to anybody. But because I can't get my vitamins down, someone suggested going to Walmart and getting the gum balls for, like you would give the kids. And all you have to do is chew it and spit it out. And please, if you've had gastric bypass, do not swallow gum or anything gummy. It can get caught in the stoma of your stomach, and you're going to be back in surgery. You don't want that. So I'm going to try that and see if that won't help me get my vitamins in. Other than that, energy's starting to return. I am taking my B12 weekly, and you just be glad when the diet can pick back up a little more. Right now, no matter what I want, things just are not going down. I am making in a dozen size cupcake pan. At the beginning of the week, I make myself individual meatloaves, make them as moist as you can. I'm not putting eggs in mine. I'm just using tomato sauce and oatmeal, dry oatmeal, to keep mine together. So just little helpful things that you don't have to cook every day. Maybe just cook something ahead of time where you just have to warm up a little bit at a time. Eating is already going to be a task, so you don't want to spend too much time on trying to put it together. By the time you get it there, you may not want it. So try to cook ahead of time if you can. Other than that, things are going great. I'm down from 316, I think I told you, to 287, so that's in 15 days. The numbers are great, but I'd like my energy back. I'd like to be less nauseous, and I'd like to know that I did make the right decision. Right now, I still wonder a little bit, but they say that's normal. It happens. So as far as pain from surgery, doing great. Don't have any problems there. A little itchy from the incision sites, but everything's going good. Going good. A little bit of Benadryl, the itching's gone. So if you're on your way into this journey, remember that I'm here. I'm going to try to be here every week, and I'm not going to lie to you about nothing. If you've seen my previous videos, you see I'm pretty raw, open, and honest about what to expect. Also, I always leave this disclaimer: if you have something ugly to say, don't leave it here, say it to yourself. I can beat myself up just fine. I do not need help doing it. So nice comments, don't leave rude ones. It's just hard enough already being in this position. So I will see you next week, and hopefully things will be more stable. More weight will be off, I guarantee you that. And just hang in there. If you've already had the surgery and you're just a week out and you're like, what have I done? It's okay. We're going to get through this, okay? So I can't talk now, YouTubians. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Signing off from Alex. Bye.